The soft golden sunlight of the morning shimmered on the leaves of the forest. Dewdrops sparkled like pearls, as if someone had scattered silver across the earth. Beneath the soil of that forest was a vast ant city. Hundreds of tunnels, thousands of paths, and countless hard-working ants. In that city lived a tiny ant named Seema. Seema was hard-working, but there was one habit in her heart that stole all her happiness: comparison. Every morning when the ants went out to do their work, Seema would walk with them. But instead of focusing on her own work, she spent most of her time watching others. She noticed how one ant carried a grain twice its size. Another dragged 3 leaves at once. Some ants ran so fast that they disappeared in the blink of an eye. Seema looked at her tiny body and thought to herself, "Why am I so weak? Why is everyone better than me?" Slowly, these thoughts turned into complaints. Complaints turned into jealousy, and jealousy turned into sadness. One day, while searching for food, Seema wandered a little farther than usual. There, she saw a strong ant named Vera dragging a huge piece of bread. Seema's eyes widened. She tried to lift a large grain lying nearby. She used all her strength, but the grain did not even move. Her legs started shaking. Her breathing became heavy. Finally, she sat down in exhaustion. At that moment, an old and wise ant named Sapna passed by. Sapna gently asked, "What happened, little one?" Seema replied with tears in her eyes, "I'm useless. Everyone is stronger than me." Sapna smiled. She picked up a small leaf and said, "Try lifting this." Seema lifted it easily. Then Sapna said, "Every strength has its own level. You may be small, but that doesn't mean you are weak. Your strength is simply different." When you compare yourself with others, you waste your energy on jealousy. But when you focus on yourself, that's when you truly become stronger. That night, Seema thought for a long time. Was the real problem not her strength, but her thinking? The next morning, she made a decision. Today, I will not compare myself to anyone. Today, I will focus only on my work. She started with small things. She lifted slightly bigger grains. She practiced every day. She tried to become a little better each day. Now, when she looked at other ants, she didn't feel jealous. Instead, she learned from them. A few weeks later, heavy rain fell in the forest. The ant city was in danger. Water began filling the tunnels. At one narrow passage, large grains got stuck. The bigger ants could not reach inside to remove them. Seema stepped forward. Her tiny body easily fit into the narrow space. One by one, she started pulling the grains out. After a full day of hard work, that part of the tunnel was saved. Sapna smiled and said, "See, everyone has their own place and purpose. If you had believed you were too small, today all this food would have been washed away." For the first time in her life, Seema felt proud of herself. Now she understood. No 2 ants in the world are the same. Some are stronger, some are faster, some have greater endurance. But the greatest strength of all is this. Friends, jealousy makes you weaker. Trying to become better than your past self makes you stronger. Stop comparing, start working, and try to become better every single day. So friends, what lesson did you learn from today's story? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.